Nicole Kidman recently made a haunting, introspective remark. You think you know where your life is going, and then it isn't going in that direction. And now that line feels like prophecy as she steps into a new chapter amid her split from Keith Urban. The world went into shock on September 29, 2025, when news broke that after 19 years of marriage, Nicole had filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The timing, the emotional weight, and the suddenness have fueled speculation. How much of this was brewing beneath the surface, and what comes next for two of Hollywood and country music's most enduring names? Reports now suggest that the separation didn't come out of nowhere. Insiders say the couple had been living apart since early summer 2025. Keith Urban is believed to have moved out of their home in Nashville and acquired his own residence in the same city. Nicole, meanwhile, has remained in the family home, caring for their daughters while trying to maintain stability. While friends say Nicole fought to salvage the marriage, the decision appears to have come from Keith. In the weeks before the public announcement, Nicole granted a Vogue cover interview in which she spoke contemplatively about life in her 50s, uncertainty, reinvention, and the unexpected turns life can take. She never mentioned Keith or their marriage directly, but readers and the Vogue cover writer later admitted sensing tension just beneath the surface. That interview, conducted in August, now reads as a veiled reflection on what was happening behind closed doors. When Nicole did appear publicly after the split, she struck a delicate balance of vulnerability and strength. At Paris Fashion Week in early October, she debuted Breakup bangs, a softer fringe hairstyle interpreted by many as a symbolic reinvention. She appeared alongside her daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, radiating elegance in understated attire. That move marked not just a fashion moment, but a statement. She would not vanish into the shadows of scandal, but face the world with composure. During the Amphar Dallas Gala, just days after the divorce filing, Nicole took to the stage to present an award, her first major outing since the news broke. She wore a classic black gown and exuded grace. She didn't speak on the divorce publicly, but her presence was her statement. Court documents filed on September 30th laid bare key details. The separation date is listed as the day of the filing. Nicole requested to be the primary residential parent of their daughters. The parenting plan gives the girls 306 days per year with Nicole and 59 days with Keith, with visitation mostly on alternate weekends, no midweek scheduled time, and shared custody during vacations, holidays, and special occasions in carefully crafted patterns. The agreement states that no alimony or spousal support will be paid by either party. Each will handle their own debts, and the documents claim that all assets and interests are accounted for in the settlement. Perhaps the most delicate issue now is privacy. Legal experts warn that if this divorce goes to trial, financial disclosures and personal details could explode into public view. Given both are high-profile individuals, the worst-case scenario for both would be digging through their private lives in court. But the fact that they've already signed a marital dissolution agreement and parenting plan suggests both sides worked hard to avoid that. Beyond the paperwork lies biography and history. Nicole and Keith met in 2005 at the Good Day USA Gala in Los Angeles, introduced by Australian actor Geoffrey Rush. They married in June 2006 in Sydney. Early in the marriage, Keith entered rehab for substance addiction, a crisis Nicole supported him through. Over the years, they weathered rumors, career shifts, health scares, but seemed to always lean on each other. They welcomed daughters Sunday Rose in 2008 and Faith Margaret via surrogacy in 2010. Nicole also has two adult children, Bella and Connor, from her previous marriage to Tom Cruise. Yet the recent phase of their lives revealed fissures. In mid-2025, Nicole applied for Portuguese residency in July, listing her own properties. Keith was not included in the paperwork. Some have read that as a quiet preparation for independence. In August, she spoke in Vogue about life's unpredictability. In June, she publicly marked their 19th anniversary with a post captioned, "Happy Anniversary, Baby." By late summer, Keith was touring across the world. He also quietly adjusted lyrics in his concerts, omitting songs like "The Fighter," long thought to be an ode to their relationship, and even inserting subtle references to conflict and loss. At one concert, his guitarist Maggie Baugh was absent, fueling rumors of romance between Keith and her, though her father publicly denied any relationship. Public reaction has been fierce and immediate. Fans parse every headline, every hairstyle, every lyric change. Many have voiced support for Nicole's dignity and focus on her daughters. Others criticize Keith's artistic maneuvers as petty or cruel. Celebrity friends have whispered behind the scenes. Sources say Reese Witherspoon and Naomi Watts have been close confidants to Nicole during this time, counseling discretion, emotional resilience, and honesty. Yet there's also speculation of tension even before the break. In one radio interview earlier this year, Keith abruptly ended a call when a host asked how he felt about Nicole filming intimate scenes. That awkward retreat, in retrospect, reads like a crack in the facade. Soon after, rumors of blurred boundaries between Keith and his female touring companions started circulating, but nothing confirmed. The question now, what's driving the split? The record shows a couple fiercely loyal to craft, who put family at the center of their careers. But over time, differences accumulate. Nicole has pursued acting projects constantly. Practical Magic 2, Big Little Lies, Hemingway and Gellhorn, Nine Perfect Strangers, Expats. Keith, tour after tour, remained anchored in music's rhythms. Perhaps the divergence in paths grew too wide. Perhaps emotional distance grew to silence. Perhaps they simply arrived at a crossroads where irreconcilable differences is the only language left. Now they must navigate the fallout with real consequences: custody, reputation, private wealth, public perception. Nicole has the support of her family, especially her sister Antonia, and she's leaned on them. She's maintained a disciplined focus on her children's stability, not letting the storm define their lives. Meanwhile, Keith carries on his tours, adjusting his set lists, navigating rumors, and trying to maintain his musical footing amidst crisis. In the days to come, we may see additional statements, lyric barbs, or subtle public gestures. We may see revealing of new projects from Nicole, or fresh creative work that absorbs heartbreak. We may see Keith reclaim his stage with refreshed fire or defensiveness. We may see reconciliation attempts, or a final closing chapter. For now, Nicole's haunting aphorism, "You think you know where your life is going, and then it isn't going in that direction," echoes as both warning and truth. She no longer seems like just one half of a famous duo. She is becoming the full self she always was, stepping into light while the world watches.